He's coming out of a long nap. He came back pretty soon after publicly urinating on New York. It was a number of things. He had forgotten the camera, of course, and his clothes were a little sweaty from the heat, although I feel like that's just one he added on for himself. He just wanted to come back. Not that he was pissed off or anything. He did have a couple wet spots on his shoes and pants, and he could kind of smell it. Although it was faint enough where it could have easily been psychosomatic. Anyway, the plan was to come back out, of course. But he sat down with his phone and got caught in the whirlpool of online videos. There was 4 or 5 TED Talks. It was like over an hour right there. It was racism. Yeah, it was mostly American stuff he was interested in. Something about the hidden economics of racism, and one about getting people to talk across political divides. And I'm trying to remember. It was something about climate change and indigenous businesses. I don't know. Then there was one about breakthroughs in reading thoughts directly from brain waves. I think he was a little bothered by whatever he was watching. For a guy on vacation, he didn't look very relaxed. Or his face wasn't very relaxed anyway. I don't know what that sound is. He's heard it a couple of times now. He'd brought back some takeout from some place called Lucky Chance. And, as expected, it didn't, it was heavy. So, anyway, he took a nap. You can insert your own bad luck joke. He feels a little bad about wasting time, but he figures it's the first day, so he's got a right to let jet lag factor in at least a little bit. He feels like going to the window, as if that somehow makes him much closer to the sound. Although I guess he can open the window. What is that? He's thinking. Is that a purposeful sound? An incidental sound? Is that supposed to be music? Maybe somebody warming up, like a musician? Which direction is it even coming from? That's what he can do right now. He's got to find that sound. He thinks this is the way. It's hard to tell the way the sound bounces off all the buildings. He wonders how safe it is to be walking around here at night. Like, what are the chances something would happen to him? It can't be that high. How would something happen if it did happen? Not that he's paranoid about it, he's just curious. Like he doubts a white van would pull up and a bunch of guys would jump out and throw him in the back. Maybe he'd get hit in the back of the head from behind, or maybe somebody walking by would stab him or something. Pull a gun on him. Like, what would he do? He finds it weird when people tell you to just be aware of your surroundings. I mean, if I'm the mugger, and I'm at all good at my job, what do I care if people see me coming or not? I'm the one with a weapon. He's just now admitting to himself that he's been distracting himself from confronting the question at hand. What the hell's he doing? I mean, if he finds the sound, what's he going to do? I mean, it doesn't sound like a drum circle of hippies he can just sit down and smoke pot with. If it's inside, is he willing to knock on a stranger's door? What do you even say to them when they open the door? I mean, would that be an outrageous move here? He's relying on the walking to just dumb him down, so he doesn't have to address that yet. Just keep moving her legs. Don't trip on anything. Can't really be that far. Already it seems a lot closer.
I'm sorry?
It's a Hasidic man.
I'm sorry, you're not allowed to do what now? You're saying I can? Wait. You know, I don't think.
He's looking for witnesses. He's guessing that's the guy's wife peering out the door.
All right, fine.
He only 65% trusts these people here.
Yeah. What do you do? Okay, so is it possible for me to just like stand out here and just, you know?
I see. She just shrugged.
I see it. I got it. That's all right. Here.
He's inside.
Okay. So what's the, what number is the channel you want? All right.
He doesn't want to turn his back to either one of them.
40, there we go.
Well, I guess if they're any good at their murdering job, it really shouldn't matter.
Well, it's already off though. All right.
He's going over there.
All right.
There are two fully grown adults in the next room just staring at him. In the dark.
All right.
One of them's holding a baby.
There you go. It's out. There you go. Of course.
Gotta make it to the door.
Of course, no problem. No, of course not. Sorry, I didn't mean to, you know. So can I ask, like, what happens when you're done watching? Right. So, okay. Right.
Made it through the doorway.
So, okay then. Yeah, of course, you too. You too. Have a good night.
Should be in the clear now. Everything together here, no stab wounds and nothing missing out of the pockets. Okay. Seems so odd for someone to unnecessarily deny themselves and then negotiate loopholes with themselves. He randomly wonders how many kids go missing that way. He thinks he's close. It's probably that apartment complex over there. Man. All right. Okay, now what? How is this socially acceptable? He's wondering. I mean, how do people feel about this? It's loud. People not complain about this? Or... You can't tell me they don't hear it, right? He's trying not to look suspicious or awkward, if that's possible. He figures first he should be able to get an idea of which direction it is. Just need a couple more notes. Oh, come on. Was it just gonna stop now that he's here? Of course. What? So much for that. Well, he feels like an idiot. Well, I guess you could ask somebody about it. The lady up here. Forget it. Well, that was a buzzkill. Sorry it didn't amount to anything. There's a definite sense of 65% relief that it didn't go any further. Plus, maybe it's better he doesn't see where it came from. He really does feel disappointed in himself, for whatever reason. Like he did something embarrassing. I mean, realistically, what was he going to do? He was actually going to find the right door to knock on, and a 70-year-old St. Bernard holding some kind of crazy magical saxophone was going to open the door and invite him in, and then teach him some sort of life-changing lesson or something. Well, the fact that didn't happen, and he just turned around and came back, it just makes the whole thing feel stupid. He wonders if the sound came back, if he would turn around and go back for it, or just keep walking. Oh, for crying out loud.